ensure the best possible now going to set up the Snowflake account together so that you have the chance to practice and follow along with me in this course so that you can apply everything yourself. And this process will be super easy. You just have to go to snowflake.com, and in here we find at the top right corner Start for Free, on which we can click, and afterwards we will then see that we get a 30-day free trial version. And in this 30-day free trial, we get a credit worth of $400. This is enough for our case, so we can just fill in our first name, last name, email, and all of these related information. And after we have done this, we can just select continue. Once we have done this, we can choose our Snowflake edition. This is relevant to be able to access all of the features. So for example, the standard edition has a little bit less features than enterprise version. And with business critical, we have all of the features that we can imagine. Of course, the pricing will be a little bit more expensive there. And we'll talk about the pricing and how this edition plays into the pricing later on in the lecture about pricing. But so that we can have all of the features, so we can practice everything, we will choose business critical. In the cloud provider, in our case, we can just, since this is just an account for us to practice, select Amazon AWS. And in here, we can also just choose the location. In our case, we can just go with US East, Northern Virginia. And of course, we can again check this box. Of course, if you want to set this account up for productive environment, then you should also consider which cloud provider you are already using, where is your data located, where is the application, or where are all of the users located. But in our case, it will be completely fine if we just select AWS and US East. Afterwards, we can click on Get Started. And if we see also this little survey, we can just skip or choose the answers that are appropriate. And now we are signed up and we need to navigate to our email account so that we can activate our account. So we need to find this email where we can activate our account. And in here, we can now see that there's this button where we can click to activate our account. Also, we have to be aware that this is just a temporary link and this will expire in 72 hours. So what we are going to do is just now click here to activate. And then we can set up the username and the password. And afterwards, we can click on Get Started. And then after that, we should see that we are now logged in. And maybe in your case, this looks even a little bit different, which is not a problem at all. If you see something like this, you can just click on Skip for Now. So I will click here on Skip for Now. And also in here, we now in this case have the dark mode introduced. So we could use it if we want. I will just leave it here at the default and click on Apply. And here we can now get started with Snowflake. So in the next lectures, we want to dive a little bit